Welcome to Craft Corner, brought to you by the Dr. Bob Kemp Hospice. Today we're talking about sugar and salt feelings. Sometimes when we are grieving, we can also feel joyful, and it seems wrong or seems like it shouldn't happen that way. But what we know is that feelings can happen all at the same time. We are very able to experience joy as well as sorrow. And today our activity is going to reflect that. So I have a little experiment for you. Let's say you put some sugar into your hand and you licked it. What would you taste? You would taste sweetness. And so what are some of the feelings that we get when we think of sweet flavors? Things like happy, excited, proud, positive, safe, love, curious, admiration, dynamic, bold. We think about those feelings. When we taste salt, if you put salt in your other hand and you licked it, it would taste bitter. And what are some of the bitter feelings that we feel? Things like sorrow, depressed, worried, jealous, nervous, shy, sad, scared, shame, loneliness. There are a whole bunch. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the colors that represent our sugar feelings and the colors that represent our salt feelings. And we're going to make one of these, a woven heart. So here's what you're going to need. You're going to need some paints. You're going to need a paintbrush, something to dab, a little bit of water, scissors, a pencil, some plain paper, and imagination. So here's how we're going to start. First thing you're going to do is you're going to take your white piece of paper and you're going to draw a heart. Now I've already done some of this in advance just to get ready. So you draw a heart. What you're going to need to do is you're going to need to make sure that you have two pieces of paper when you cut out that heart. I've already done that, so I have the hearts here. Okay. Now, you can leave the heart on the page or you can cut it out, it's up to you. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take some colors that represent your sugar feelings. I've chosen on mine orange, purple, blue, yellow. All those colors make me feel happy and joyful and proud. Those are all the colors for me that represent those feelings. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your paintbrush and you're going to take your paint and you're just going to do a little bit of painting. So you're going to add the colors that you want. Just like this. Now I've already pre-done this, but I just have done it in lines. You can do it any way you like. And then you put every color that you want represented on your page. Now, make sure you clean your brush in between, and the paper towel is to dab, to clean it. So we've done that for sugar. And my salt feelings are represented by green, dark blue, black, red, a little bit of pink, and I've mixed them all together. So now what we're going to do is we're going to cut them out. And this is the challenging part, because what we need to do is we need to create two pieces like this. So the first thing we're going to do is I take a pencil, and I'll have my camera operator move in while I do this. And so I want to use these colors on one side of my heart. So I'm just going to draw a line straight over here. And I'm going to use this half of the heart on the other. And so now, when I cut that out, I'm cutting out and 1/2 of the heart. And we just discard the other piece. So there's one piece. And here's the other. What we know is that sometimes when a loved one dies, is we're overwhelmed by feelings of sorrow and sadness, understandably. The difficulty is sometimes we'll be with our friends and we'll laugh or we'll have fun, and then we feel bad because we think we shouldn't be feeling those feelings. But it's important that we understand that all of those feelings can be together at the same time. And because we feel happy or have a joyful moment even after somebody's died, doesn't mean that we shouldn't feel that happiness, or doesn't mean that there's something wrong with us that we do that. So now in order to weave, we need to cut strips, and I cut 4. So I just cut up 1 so that I have 4 strips. 2, 3. And now I've got 4 strips, and I've pre-cut these, so I will show you how they weave together. So what you're going to do is you are going to over and under, just like basket weaving. And you're going to do that for each of the pieces. And it also helps us remember, when we can see it visually, that all of our feelings can exist all at the same time. We're a very complex being, and we can manage to have happy feelings and sad feelings all at the same time.